Alright guys, what is going on? We are here with our Impact review, or should I say GFW review. I'm just throwing it out there. There's a lot of GFW stuff tonight, but all in all it was still a pretty damn good show with a lot of wrestling. I mean a lot. There was not one long drawn out promo at all, and that was great. But then when we did get a promo, it was right to the point. And it was good. So they started the show directly with a match between Eddie Edwards and Matt Sydal. Now I knew it was going to be a good match going in. I'm like, okay, these two guys are pretty damn good. But damn, did they impress! These two guys killed it. I would really love to see this again, but amped up a little bit more, and it'd be like for a title because it would obviously make it a lot better. But it was good. Matt Sydal wins with the Shooting Star Press. Still the best, dude. Like I said, I mean, it got This Is Awesome chance from a very weak Impact crowd. So, yeah, that's all that needs to be said about that match. It was great. So, the one thing I want to point out in the show before I forget is Dave Penzer is back. The guy who was with Impact, from the beginning or whatever. Such great announcing. You've got to. I love it. Spud was alright. JB was good. Christy Hemme, she was alright. But Dave Penzer, fucking beast. The way he announces things, the way he announced EC3 tonight was legit awesome. I fucking loved it. But we had our next match, which was. It was for the GFW Women's title. This was the first big GFW mention. It was Christina Von Eerie versus Sienna. Now, I thought this was going to be a really good match because Sienna's good. And I've seen some of Eerie's matches on YouTube. Just random indie matches. And she's been, from what I've seen, she's been pretty good. She was okay the last time she wrestled for Impact. It was like last week or whatever. Yeah, it wasn't that good to me. There were a couple of good points in the match. But it was quick, and Sienna wins. But I think it's good, because her thing with Karen, it just makes that rivalry a little bit more better. But, yeah, I don't know. Sienna wins, but I think it could have been a lot better. I said we had no X Division title here tonight, which I really would have liked to see, because since Low-Key won the title, it's just been highlight packages of him. We haven't seen him come out and, do anything. So, that's another downer for me. But, all in all, that's it for the downers, in my opinion. The rest of it was pretty good. So, we go to the back, and Magnus, again, is talking about his golden ticket to the Impact title. And here comes the fucking blueprint, Matt Morgan. And Bruce Pritchard makes it a match for later tonight for the GFW title. Yeah, I was like, count me in right from the bat, because these two could have a really good match. Not saying they didn't, they had a good match, but it could have been a lot better too. But Magnus is great. Matt Morgan is great. It was awesome. So let's go ahead and jump into that match. I think the EC3 match was before it, but we'll talk about this match first since, we just talked about their backstage stuff. So it started out slow. It picked up though, and it was pretty good. And we saw, I think, a heel turn. Honestly, I think this was a heel turn for Magnus. Much needed. If you guys don't remember his stuff, when he was the Impact champion, his heel work then was so damn good. Honestly, awesome. I fucking loved it. At a time where a lot of people were turning off Impact, it kind of kept me watching and how good he was. I really enjoy his work. So, he hit Matt Morgan with a low blow, hits the elbow drop, and gets the victory and retains his title to go on to face the winner of what happened backstage. Eli Drake wants a title shot. Every wahoo, whatever the hell he said, which for dude's great. Probably the best person on the mic in Impact. So everything he says is fucking great. So he's talking about Alberto Patron, and guess who's behind him? Patron is. And Bruce Pritchard, again, making matches. And they're good matches. Well, actually didn't have to really make it. they kind of set it up themselves, but he made it official. So it was the main event. So the winner of that match moves on to face Magnus next week for the Global Force Championship. I'm in. We had the EC3 match. He killed John Bolen. That dude's dead. I swear he broke his nose. Like, he literally beat the shit out of him. He had those cross faces on the ropes. Then goes outside. Bam! Just repeatedly off the freaking apron. Like, you didn't have to kill him. EC3. You didn't. Holy cow. But EC3 hits the 1%er. Gets on the mic afterward. Talks about how this company needs him. They need to take a long look in the mirror. And, yeah, I mean, honestly, EC3 is on the path to the world title at Bound for Glory. That's where I see this leading to. For me, that's what I want to see out of it. I want to see him in the main event again I said fucking WrestleMania, Bound for Glory, and him get it at Bound for Glory. He didn't win last Bound for Glory. Now he's heel at the next Bound for Glory, which, you know, this years long wait, he gets it at Bound for Glory. Hey, that's just fantasy booking, but that's what I would like to see. We get a backstage thing. Well, actually, we go to their clubhouse, the LAX clubhouse, or whatever they call it. They're going to have a funeral for Decay next week. Should be interesting. It really should. We all know Crazy Steve not with Impact anymore. And the Decay is done. If you've seen the spoilers, you know Abyss is doing something totally different now. And Rosemary is still the women's champion. So who knows what the hell is going to happen with that. I think it's going to be interesting and probably funny. Especially with Conan on the fucking microphone. Anything, this dude says anything. He's serious like a late period. So this dude's saying anything, really. Then we have another one of those segments like last week. It is KM, and he's in his, I don't know, I guess hotel room or whatever. And the janitor comes in, and he's cleaning up trash. And KM looks over, throws a piece of paper on the floor. This dude sweeps it up. Again, KM throws another piece of paper on the floor, and he's like, hey, you missed one. And the guy comes up, that was not there 10 seconds ago. And he's like, are you calling me a liar? I swear he was going to beat the shit out of that guy. But he didn't, because the guy picked it up, swept it up or whatever. So, I like KM, honestly. I think he could fit right into that Impact Grand Championship style matches. Especially, I would like to see him versus Moose. Let's be honest. And I like to see Matt Morgan versus Moose. I don't know. Impact Grand Championship. We've not seen a lot of, really. I don't know what's going on with that title. Where the hell Moose is. So, hopefully we get some more matches or something. We get to see the nastiest squash match ever. It was Congo Kong versus this Weeks guy. And they finally kind of say why Laurel Van Ness is with Congo Kong. But she likes every man, basically, is what Pope said. And she was kind of checking out Weeks, but Weeks was like, nah, get away. And she's like, fuck, kill him. And boom, he comes in, just completely squashing him. He hit 3 chokeslam backbreakers that I swear looked like it killed the guy. He fucking hits one of those cannonballs in the corner that completely squashes him for real. Then, not to be outdone, jumped off the top rope with a splash. But you know how he dragged him to get him in position for the splash? Pulls him by the mouth. Like, just completely, just drags him over by his jaw. I'm like, what the hell? Gets the victory. And Braxton Sutter's music hits. Yes, I have really gotten to enjoy Braxton Sutter since that wedding. Like, yes, he's out. And he's taking it to Congo. Clotheslines him out of the ring. And Congo literally flips onto his feet. Like, just boom, on your feet. Like, holy cow, let's go. I would love to see this match, but honestly, I don't see it ending well for Sutter at all. There's no way it ends well for this dude at all, unfortunately. It's done. Sorry, Braxton Sutter, but Congo Kong has been fucking destroying everyone there. I think all the jobbers he has squashed have gone to the hospital with something wrong with them. Especially this Weeks guy. The dude's back is done. Your career's over. But we get into our number contenders match between Alberto El Patron and Eli Drake. And is it me? Did they do a little something to Eli Drake's music? Or is it just me? I don't know. It sounds like they tweaked it, fastened up a little bit, and threw another instrument in there. So I don't know. Or maybe it was just me. I don't know. But Eli Drake looked great in this match. I wanted him to win. Patron came in, and I've really enjoyed his stuff, but not against Eli Drake. I've said this since I've started this review. This dude needs to be in the world title picture, and what are you waiting on to put him in there? I thought winning this match and beating a guy like Patron, who beat Bobby Lashley, could really help out his career. Now, after a match like this, he could go on to do something else in the world title picture, because you've got the GFW Championship and the World Championship. Put him somewhere. Hell, I don't even care if you do something. He just needs a title around this damn guy. He was the craziest thing. Eli Drake's not one of those guys who jumps off the fucking top rope with a moonsault. So he jumped from one rope, tried to get on the other one, but it looked to me like he jumped too far and landed, and he jumped right back up. Boom, moonsault on the El Patron. But in the end, Patron gets the victory with another one of those stubble stomps to the chest off the top rope and gets the victory. I wanted Eli Drake to win, but storyline-wise, it makes sense. We all know, leading up Slammiversary, just an easy booking would just to be put Patron against Lashley again, because he's not gotten his one-on-one rematch yet. Boom, there it is. I've just booked all the way up to Slammiversary. So, again, I'm totally fine with the outcome, but just do something with Eli Drake. This dude kills it every time. This match was one of his best in Impact. It was great. So, what do you guys think? Do you think that he should be in the world title picture somewhere in there? So, yeah, you heard what I've had to say about the show. You heard my two gripes. Was the Women's Championship match and no X Division Championship. Where's it at? Loki just got the title. We haven't really seen much of him. Maybe next week. The best match on the show was Matt Sydal versus Eddie Edwards. Hey, after the match, backtrack. After the match, you've made it this far, you know what I'm talking about. Eddie Edwards got destroyed by Davey Richards. He hooked him over, boom with the chair over to the leg, over the guardrail. And then Alicia, out of nowhere, just fucking dives over the guardrail on everybody. And they make a match for next week between Alicia and Angelina Love. It's Alicia's for Impact debut. So, hey, next week, we got the world title match between Magnus and El Patron. Alicia versus Angelina Love, and the Decay Funeral. Next week should be good. This week's was good. 2 minor gripes for me, but everywhere else I enjoyed. GFW heavy show, but again, they're merging. So I think we're going to get to a point where they kind of merge the titles together, honestly. So for right now, it's fine. You know, if it's like 2 months later and we're still getting these shows where it's GFW heavy stuff, I'd kind of get upset. But hey, it's early on, and I think they're going to merge. So with that being said, let me know what you thought about this episode of Impact for May 4th. And like, subscribe, and comment. Tell me what you think about the review. I am out. Thank you so much for watching.